Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. And today I'll be reading A Hatchet Suitor by H2 Bakugou on Tumblr. So let's get into it. The castle listed before you was grand and gorgeous. It was old and proved to have years of age on it. Moss and vines creeping up the sides from the ground. The inside of the castle was even more beautiful. The grand staircase that led to who knows where. The gold and black crown detailing made everything look so sophisticated. Baku's returned. A spiky redhead came into view, giving Katsuki a hug. Katsuki shoved him away before sulking up the stairs. Oh? And who are you? The redhead smiled at you with sharp teeth. Some girl. He looked around, still unsure of why he had taken you. He was a dragon king, and a king which meant that any girl on the village would suffice and would want to be with him. So why did he take you of all people, considering it just raided your village? And you were not even one from his own. So no way in hell were you going to be loyal. Oh, this is great. Baku's found someone. Baku found someone. A yellow-haired boy came into view, wearing what looked like a mosquito's outfit and a sword. Kaminari. Yes, look. Wow, Kirishima. She's pretty. Get her to her room. Katsuki's voice boomed from up the stairs as he glared at you. And you followed the redhead Kirishima to her room. It was lavish and had a large bed, much larger than the bed you had been sleeping in. You should get dressed for dinner, and don't be late. He doesn't like waiting. Kirishima smiled before shutting the door, locking you in the room, much like how Rina had done. Great. Now I'm in a castle full of... Your eyes caught something sparkly and shiny in the closet. Pulling back the doors, your eyes widened. Then I got a beautiful gown. Something that you clearly could not afford. Not with the pocket money I had on you, but have to work for at least a full year to get enough for something this beautiful. No, you weren't his, and he didn't own you. You weren't staying here. Planning your escape was much simpler than you thought. Tying all sorts of garments together, you created a rope and tossed it out every window before crawling down it. You were hungry. Of course, you'd have to make it home. And everything was going great. Or at least, until a sudden horde of wolves came running at you. And suddenly, everything seemed to be so much terrifying. You were outsmarting them to the best of your ability. But there was one wolf who proved much smarter than the rest. Jumping on you, it took you down, its muzzle angrily howling and trying to bite you, its claws sinking into your skin. A cry of pain surfaced on your lips. The beast was yanked away, and Katsuki stood before you, his eyes full of regret and pain. He took care of the wolves, but it didn't end happily. He had gotten hurt. A large gash on his forearm made you wince. He'd hurt himself, trying to save you, only because you left. He didn't have to come after you, but he did. And no words were said, as you stood, making and looking back at the exit, the way back home. But your heart pulled you back towards the castle, to tend to Katsuki's wound. Sit still, you ushered, trying to help him. He was squirming as he tried to clean his wound. I'm trying to help you, you know. You glare at him. He was silent, but you could read the expression. He wasn't entirely happy, but he was thankful for whatever exchange this was. Over the course of a few days, had grown somewhat closer to him. You eventually thanked him for saving your life, and he invited you to dinner, once again. And this time, you went. All washed up, you slipped into the gown and looked at yourself in the mirror. Mina, a kind girl, helped you out, making sure you looked perfect. He's got a tough exterior, but he's sweet on the inside. He's been through a lot. Thank you. He thanked Mina for her help and her words. Katsuki was impressed when he saw you walk down the steps. You looked gorgeous. He felt his feelings of hatred and pride wash away at the sight of you. He didn't want to be some tough asshole that mocked and made fun of everyone. He wanted to be there for you. You look good. He struggled to compliment you. It wasn't that he didn't think you looked good. He just wasn't that great at expressing feelings of romanticism. Thank you. You look great as well. You complimented his attire. He cleaned up pretty well. Dinner was great, and you had gotten to know a little more about him. He had been a Dragon King since he was 5. His kingdom had been wiped out, and he was trying to rebuild. But he needed help. He needed a queen. So this whole time you've just been trying to find someone to help you rebuild? Good question. As his hand rested on your waist. More or less. But it's not as easy as it sounds. His large hand encased yours. As the two of you danced slowly, swaying around the large ballroom. There are other ways of asking ladies to really take your hand in marriage, other than kidnapping them. I know that. Really? If I hadn't taken you, you wouldn't have come with me anyways. I raided your village. You don't know what I would have done. If I'm being honest, I've always wanted to leave there. If you'd have asked me to come with you, I would have. But just taking me kind of made me better. That's an understatement. You're not so bad once you get past the big muscles and tough scowl you always wear. And you're not so bad yourself. And after 2 months of living at the castle, you had known that you had fallen in love with Katsuki. He apologized for a lot of his actions, and for how you had met. He had a hard time forgiving him, but he promised to keep you safe. And he vowed to never force you to do anything you didn't want never again. Being with you made him a better person, and he was happy to see the change in himself, just as he was happy to call you his queen. Are you gonna kiss me or what? He giggled softly, and he didn't hesitate to bring his lips to yours. It was soft, tender, and loving. As Snow coated the courtyard in a white fluffy blanket, he placed his hands on your waist, deepening the kiss. You placed a hand on his cheek, leaning further into it. When he pulled away, both of you were breathless. Holy shit. Stop talking and kiss me again. Here's Jimin coming out of his palm as you watch the scene unfold. He's the happiest he's ever been. Let's not see the king happy. Are you guys spying on them? Mina yelled, yanking them from the window. You're just checking. And thankfully, it was going very, very well. Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I hope you enjoyed listening to this as much as I did making it. Anyway, goodbye.